So, folks, at the end of this week, we'll bring down the curtain on what has been a tremendous career for Paul with Montrose FC. And this interview is being held in the Captain's Lounge, one of the newer hospitality venues we have here at the club, Paul. So, a chance for you to maybe talk about some of the things you remember or experiences you've had as captain, including, of course, maybe when you were first made captain for the club.
Yeah, so it's been an honour, obviously, to be captain of the club over this period. I think since Stuart came in and he'd kind of made me captain straight away, much to Ross Campbell's disgust, which was pleasing.
Still on that
Still
list.
got his name on that board for that, which I can't believe. But no, yeah, it was an honour to be made captain by Stuart, and it's been even better over the last number of years that we've had the success that we've had, and lifting that trophy probably been the highlight of it. But I think it's just probably a lot of work goes on behind the scenes that's never seen about all the stuff that's involved.
Yeah. Well, this is your chance to tell the
I'm
world
sure
about
anyone
it.
else that's been a captain will know, collecting the fines and trying to book the Christmas dues in Dublin or Edinburgh or wherever it is in Newcastle, and but yeah, just I said on Saturday night actually at the Player of the Year, I think just just being someone there for the players if they need you, and that could be related to football, about how they're getting on, or if they're not playing, or they're upset, or they're not enjoying it, or just being a voice of someone that they can come and speak to, but also for anything out with that in their day-to-day life that they're maybe needing advice or help on. So yeah, I've been very fortunate with the group of players that we've had as well at this club in my time as captain. So yeah, fond memories of that, definitely.
I mean, you're talking about the role off the pitch, and I suppose a lot of people won't think about that. They just assume captain's role is you get out there, you're commanding the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Is there any player that you've thought, this is a nightmare? I don't know if I can captain this player. They're kind of out with my control here.
Nah, there's not been too many, to be honest. Like I say, we have been quite lucky. There's a few wild ones, but not in
they're teamable.
Not in a bad sense. And I'm just thinking back to various trips and nights out that we've had. But yeah, obviously the well documented one, in Dublin, that will not go too far. But I do continue to say I wasn't on that.
Yeah.
For work reasons, I think it was, and that's how they ended up getting in trouble. So that's the line I'm
That's
sticking
your
with.
excuse.
But out with that, no, they've all been good lads, and like I say, I've been lucky with the players that we've had.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about those times that you've maybe been on the pitch, is there any point you would maybe go, I really played that role as a captain perfectly there, or you did something personally yourself, you think that brought the lads on and got you over the line?
There've probably been quite a lot in different games over the years, but I think you've got that role that certainly I remember captains I played under, sometimes they would maybe just say that few words, or they would do something, or they would take initiative in the game, or score a goal or a tackle or something like that just lifted everyone else. And I think so you got to try and have those moments in the game, but also keep everyone sort of level-headed when they need it. But yeah, there's probably been a few. I can't remember any exactly, but I think just those moments that you always look around over your shoulder, and sometimes if the captain's playing, or they're making an influence on the team, it can help everyone else, give them that little 5% more.
That goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just amazing. You must look back on that with great fondness.
Yeah. I've never really watched it back, to be fair. I mean, I think how many views?
Over 2.5 million.
Yeah.
It's getting more every time we talk about it.
I think I'm
It's hundreds of thousands.
I'm probably about 1.5 million of the views, but no, but no. Listen, it's just one of them. Life moves so quick, and I think when you're busy with everything else and work and football and that, you tend not to look back that much, because you just don't have time. But yeah, listen, when the time comes in a couple of weeks, then maybe we'll have a few more of those times looking back at
those moments.
over the time that I've been here.
I mean, did you see it coming? I mean, when the manager gives you the tap on the shoulder and says, I'm making you captain. I mean, was it something you were expecting or wanted even?
Yeah, I was definitely have wanted it. I think I don't know if I was expecting it or not. I can't remember because obviously the manager just came in. But I do remember speaking to people that knew him and had worked under him that had said, he's a really good manager. He's deserves an opportunity to come and show what he can do, and you'll get on really well with him. So I remember that, but yeah, I can't remember exactly the circumstances of how it happened. But yeah, I was honoured to accept it.
Yeah. Well, you join an illustrious group
Yeah.
as we've got there.
Definitely.
Did you have to do something to be right at the very top of the entire list?
No, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm a bit suspicious that that's going to get swiped and put down to the bottom in the smaller writing when I leave in a couple of weeks. So,
You think?
I don't know. I know they're going to take down all these.
Well, come on,
yeah,
we'll have a
let's
wee
have
look at some
round,
of the memorabilia here, and as you say, stuff that will no doubt, and Lindsay will be delighted about this, end up in your home. This for a start.
Yes.
You do know the story behind this, don't you? In terms of it's been on a few tours.
There's a few. I think this isn't actually the original.
I think it ended up in bits.
There was another one that some people at the hospitality got carried away one day, and it ended up in Sharkies and the nightclub, whatever, Utopia, whatever it was called in those days. So yeah, this was a replacement. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this. So I'm thinking of when I leave, obviously if they're going to get one of these at Terry. So
yeah.
that obviously cost a lot less.
It's half the size.
It'll only be about that size, but so yeah, I'm sure there'll be one of him kicking about in here next season.
You have a mini version of this,
didn't we? Yeah, Pete Stewart I think ordered the wrong one and it came. It was about that size. So yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see. I don't think Lindsay's going to be too welcoming of that, but
an auction or a raffle item, do you think?
Yeah, maybe just take it around some of the sites at work and just keep it there.
I could have used it in my garden as a skateboard or something, you know what I mean? Pigeons are going for my brassicas. I mean, there's obviously there's other captains here as well, and
John Sheeran,
now look at that youthful face.
Just a young boy there.
I mean, there's been a lot of water under the bridge in Staff Pub.
A lot of stress to get to this point here. But yeah, no, that was a good photo. That great photo.
No, it's brilliant, and of course, you know as well as being the captain of the club, whatever. You do have a role with the trust, an ambassador for them. I suppose that a lot of people won't realise that's maybe a role that you've had, and it's a chance to sort of describe what you've been involved in. Yeah, so I can't remember exactly when that happened, but yeah, that's been amazing to be part of, and I've been here at various events. From the sort of kids football right up to the mental health and some of the Alzheimer's events and stuff that have been on. So it's actually been brilliant to see that develop from what it was. From Pete obviously taking it from where it started off, and the people that have been involved in it, Ailey and Kerr and Anne and all that. So again, just kind of typical of the club, as a whole. All the backroom staff and everything. The trust is kind of reflected probably the last 7 seasons on the pitch, I would say. How successful they've been, getting awards and being recognised all over the world, really. Yeah, I mean 13 years they were celebrating, just the other week there, which is tremendous. Yeah, it's great, really good. And I think just the outreach that they have in the community from the little kids to every older generation, and football memories and stuff like that. Some really good stuff that they do. And I think probably what's really good as well is having Kerr as part of that. Absolutely. From the playing side and to the trust. So I think really fortunate. The club's been really fortunate to have such a successful period with the trust. Yeah. I mean, do you think that this is something you'd like to maybe continue if you get the chance?
Yeah, I think probably it's not actually been discussed that yet, what's going to happen with that. But yeah, I would like to probably continue that if that was an opportunity. Or I might get released from that as well. I don't know. Might get bid from that. But
You're really quite
No,
you're really
hopefully not.
upbeat and positive about all this.
hopefully not. Hopefully not. But yeah, no, that would be good to still be part of it if that's possible.
Yeah. I mean, as you say, it's been a great honour to be one of the captains in a role you've had for a great number of years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, something that I'm sure you will look back with great fondness.
Yeah, definitely.
Quite rightly so, buddy.
Definitely. Like you say, you never really take time to look over things, so I'm sure we will once that day comes.
Captain Courageous, buddy.
Thank you. Cheers.
Well done.